Good evening, everyone.
We're so thrilled to have everyone here tonight, and if we could ask you for your kind attention for the city clerk.
Good
Ms.
evening.
Phipps.
On behalf of the governing body of the City of Passaic, we welcome you to the March 4th, 2025 City Council meeting. In accordance with Chapter 231, Public Laws of 1975, adequate notice of this meeting was provided by resolution of the Municipal Council adopted on June 18th, 2024, setting forth the schedule of meetings for the year 2024-2025. Said notice was published and posted on the City Hall Bulletin Board by the Office of the City Clerk. Please be further advised this meeting will be conducted in person. The Zoom stream provided is for viewing only and is offered to the public as a convenience. On February 21st, 2025, public notice and Zoom instructions for this meeting were published in the Herald News and posted on the City of Passaic website at www.cityofpassaic.com, Council Agendas. Instructions are also available on the last page of this agenda. Please be guided accordingly.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Love,
Present.
Councilwoman Mello,
Present.
Councilman Schwartz,
Present.
Councilman Garcia,
Present.
Councilwoman Colon Montañez,
Present.
and Council President Scheer.
Shall we please rise?
Heavenly Father, we want to thank you, Lord, for allowing us to meet this evening. Lord, we ask you to please guide those that are on their way here, Lord. And we also ask for special blessing for those that are present here this evening, Heavenly Father. As we conduct Women's History Month, Lord, as we begin, Lord, we ask that you exalt all the women that are present here and the women of the world, Heavenly Father. We also present to you the agenda that is set before us. In your beloved name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our meeting this evening. Just a matter of form, if you have a cell phone, we invite you please to put it on mute. Also, if you do not have a copy of tonight's agenda, it's available to you outside of both the entrance and the exit doors. You may also put up the city's website, and from that, get the agenda for tonight's meeting. See all the proposed resolutions, discussions, ordinances, etc. You will see everything that, in fact, the council has received from the administration to deliberate. As a matter of personal privilege, I noted that candidates running for the city council have put their names in, and there was one name that is not in. And you'll forgive me, Councilman Schwartz, if I want to applaud you for all that you've done for your family, for the neighborhood, and for your city. Thank you. I know there will be another time with which all of us will have the opportunity to thank you publicly, but I wanted to take that privilege, sir.
Thank you.
It is a great pleasure and honor to acknowledge International Women's Day and a ceremony tonight. We're so very thrilled to have everyone here with us. And at this point, if I can turn the gavel to Councilwoman Mello, please.
Thank you, Council President. So at this moment, my colleague, Maritza Colon, will join me as we head to the podium and begin this ceremony.
I got you. Nice to see you. I'm sorry I had to leave it.
Well, good evening, everyone. We want to thank everyone for coming out tonight as we join together to celebrate the women of the city of Passaic. You want me to continue? Yes. I'll say it. Sorry, we're going to do translating. I'll be translating. Maritza wants to do some in English. I'll do the Spanish, but I'll do the opening as of right now. Muy buenas noches a todos. Le damos las gracias por estar aquí con nosotros esta noche para celebrar las mujeres valiosas de la ciudad de Passaic. Marzo marca el mes de la historia de la mujer, una oportunidad significativa para celebrar los notables logros, la resiliencia y la contribución de las mujeres a lo largo de la historia y dentro de nuestra comunidad. Desde su creación como la Semana de la Historia de la Mujer en el 1980,
Esta celebración se ha convertido en una celebración de un mes de duración en honor a las pioneras que han defendido la igualdad, a las mujeres que siguen influyendo positivamente nuestro mundo. La ciudad de Passaic se enorgullece de las muchas mujeres fuertes y visionarias que lideran nuestra comunidad, asesorando a los estudiantes, impulsando la innovación y fomentando el crecimiento. Extendemos nuestro más sincero agradecimiento a todos los presentes esta noche por unirse a nosotros en esta importante celebración y por reconocer la resiliencia y dedicación y logro de estas mujeres excepcionales.
Celebrating Women's Her Story Month 2025. March marks Women's History Month, a meaningful opportunity to celebrate the remarkable achievements, resilience, and contribution of women throughout history and within our community. Since its inception as Women History Week in 1980, this observance was evolved into a month-long celebration honoring the trailblazers who have championed equality and the women who continue to influence our world positively. The city of Passaic takes great pride in the many strong and visionary women who are now leading our community, mentoring our students, driving innovations, and fostering growth. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone present this evening for joining us in this important celebration and for recognizing the resilience, dedication, and achievement of these exceptional women.
And if you guys give me an opportunity, I would like to share with you what Proverbs 31 says, a virtuous woman of today. A woman of noble character who can find she is worth more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, no harm. All the days of her life, she selects wool, flax, and works with eager hands. She is like a merchant ship bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it's still night. She provides food for her family and portions for her female servants. She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her task. She sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. In her hand, she holds the staff and grasps the spindle with her fingers. She opens her arm to the poor and extends her hands to the needy. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are clothed with scarlet. She makes covering for her bed. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. Her husband is respected at the city gates, where she takes his seat amongst the elders of the land. She makes linen garments and sells them, and supplies them, the merchants, with sashes. She is clothed with strength, dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instructions is her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of the idleness. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, as he praises her. Many women do noble things, but surpass them all. Charm is deceptive, and beauty is fleeting. But a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honor to her that her hands have done, and let her work bring her praise at the city gates. And tonight, as we join and honor these virtuous women, because every single woman that we're honoring tonight, this pretty much speaks about one. These are women that are trailblazers, women that are active, women that are working late at night, that are making sure that they are preparing the future for the children that are coming behind us. And not only, I mean, we have from teachers, women that are in entrepreneurship, Ms. Madonna, that's helping those that are moving on to the next life. And this speaks a lot about them. We also have Pastor, someone that speaks of the word. So tonight, as we are here honoring women, and it's not only the women that we're honoring tonight, every woman that's present here also deserves honor.
I'm just going to say a couple of words. I'm very proud of the women that are being honored today, the ones that have been honored in the past, and the ones that will be honored, because there's many more to be honored. It's just that we don't want to make a long program, right? But but there's many women here that deserve this honor, women that do things behind the scenes that we don't know about. Um, I'm proud of the women that are here today that are being honored. We have an entrepreneur, like you said, a reverend. We have Madonna that we've known for years, that's with through her work, and we also have a newcomer, but who's been out here working very hard. This is Quick, Miss Quick. So So just want to let you know that when we sit here and think about women to be honored, there's many that come to mind. But each year we will remember each one of you, and hopefully all our walls will be filled with the women that were honored here. Thank you.
Oh, you, the glasses.
Oh, the glasses are not helping, man.
All right, so as we begin by honoring, we're going to honor Pastor Helena Pierce for Women's History Month. Whereas Pastor Helena Pierce, a native of Paterson, New Jersey, has broken barriers as the first female senior pastor of St. Paul Baptist Church of Passaic, New Jersey. Previously serving as an associate minister at the Community Baptist Church in England, New Jersey, under the leadership of Pastor Dr. Lester W. Taylor Jr. And whereas she is a loving mother of 5 and a grandmother of 9, dedicating her life to faith, service, and the betterment of the community. And whereas Pastor Pierce is a graduate of Monroe College in New Rochelle, New York, where she earned a degree in business administration, demonstrating her commitment to education and personal growth. And whereas, as the author of A Diary of a Church Girl, in the forthcoming The Power of the Drop, Pastor Pierce shares her personal journey to inspire and empower others to overcome adversity and unlock their potential. And whereas, throughout her personal experience and work as life coach and mentor, Pastor Pierce has used her voice on numerous platforms to guide youth in overcoming the dangers of gangs, drugs, while empowering women to break through limitations, reclaim their strength, and embrace new opportunities, providing them with guidance, encouragement, and the tools to move forward. And whereas the contagious smile, vibrant personality, and sense of humor create an open and welcoming space to those in need, making her an approachable, trusted figure in the community who understands that every challenge is part of one's history and growth. And whereas Pastor Pierce is also an accomplished singer, okay, songwriter, if you need a backup singer, I sing so. A producer, using her musical talents to uplift and inspire others. Her voice can be heard on several music projects, including the Garden State Choral Chapter and the St. Paul Fire Baptist Holiness Church CDs, as well as her own single, Mercy. And whereas throughout her unwavering commitment to community service, Pastor Pierce has fostered unity, created space for spiritual growth, and provided a sense of renewal to individuals and families in need, making a lasting impact on the community. And whereas Pastor Pierce ministry is rooted in faith, guided by the scriptures, 2 Corinthians 4:7. But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that in excellency of the power may be of God and not of us, exemplifying strength, resilience, and the profound commitment to serve. Now, therefore, I, Hector C. Laura, Mayor of the City of Passaic, along with the Passaic City Council and the residents of Passaic, do hereby recognize Pastor Helena Pierce during Women's History Month for her exceptional leadership, her empowering contributions to the community, and her enduring impact as a role model. Let's give a round of applause to Pastor.
First, I want to say thank you to Mayor Laura and everyone who made this possible today. Um, my accomplishments here, first of all, the city of Passaic, thank you. Y'all have, I have been here a very short time, but y'all have made me feel like this is home. And I'm 100% glad to be working here in the city of Passaic. I like to thank those women who I've met in a short period of time in the last 6 months who have helped me walk into the community and make my presence known. People like Miss Renee, who works across the street in the housing complex with the youth, Dr. Hall and Dr. Greer, who have helped me in the community to be able to feed the hungry, and just those of you who are in the community going behind the scenes, and my church, the St. Paul Baptist Church of Passaic, New Jersey. One thing I've learned as a woman is that we as women wear a lot of hats, and we wear ourselves out trying to be everything for everybody. But we cannot please everybody. We don't make everyone happy in our journey, and it bothers us when we can't. And we'll go way beyond what we should trying to please one when we have the backing of so many. So I thank you for the so many who have backed me so far. It is my privilege and my honor to be in this city. I look forward to doing great things in this city. As the summer comes, we will be having a youth explosion where I will be opening my doors to the youth and having them do something or introducing ourselves to them so they have a safe place where they can talk about things that are going on. Those of you have already heard me speak in different arenas already. You know, I use my background. I'm not afraid of it and I'm not ashamed of it. I sold drugs, I was in gangs, but now I'm a child of God and I'm doing different things. I don't hide what I did, but I use what I did to bring children out of what they might be going through, to teach them that there is a better way. And if you could just follow a path, you'll see the sunshine after a while. I just ask that this city will help us as we endeavor to do great things. I wish today I could even stay for this council meeting. And now that y'all have my email address, please keep me posted on things that's going on so that we can make a difference in this community, not by just talking, but by doing the work. Amen. I know I'm a minister, but at the end of the day, I'm a community person. And it doesn't matter what your skin color is. If we live on the same block, then we got a job to do together. And it is my endeavor to do that. And again, I am grateful. I thank you and God bless. On behalf of the St. Paul Baptist Church, Deaconess Ministry, this is just a talk about love. I have a saying that I always talk this Helena, but she is my pastor, and I am proud to walk on my path. So we are St. Paul Baptist
celebrate. Oh, the picture. Oh, picture. Oh, right here. Pastor, so we can.
Thank you.
All right. Our next honoree, many of you know her. I mean, the community definitely, as I mentioned, she is someone that helps those that are the family of those that move on to the next life. So our next honoree is Madonna. It says honoring Madonna for Women's History Month. And I must say this must be the toughest job because you have to deal with family that are grieving and it's not easy. So whereas Madonna, born and raised in Passaic, New Jersey, has amplified remarkable strength, resilience, and leadership throughout her life, becoming a true pioneer and a role model in both her professional and personal pursuits. And whereas Madonna broke new grounds in the funeral service industry as the first female casket salesperson in New Jersey, when went on to establish the Madonna Multinational Home for Funeral, serving her community with compassion, dedication for over 37 years. And whereas, as a passionate educator, Madonna continues to inspire the next generation of funeral service professionals. As a professor at the Eastwood College, sharing her expertise, dedication to professionalism, and commitment to care with her students. And whereas, throughout her career, Madonna has held significant leadership roles, including serving as president of the Passaic County Funeral Directors Association and the Garden State Funeral Directors Association. Her advocacy and tireless work have had lasting impact on her industry and fostered strong connections within the community. And whereas Madonna's deep commitment to her community is evident in her decades of volunteer work, including 29 years of service as a trustee at the Union Baptist Church, and where her work as a board member of the Passaic Urban Enterprise Zone. Her efforts have enriched the lives of countless individuals, particularly youth, those in need for guidance and support. And whereas, in addition to her success in funeral service, Madonna's entrepreneurial spirit led her to manage and operate Sweet Button Doggy Daycare. Okay, where her passion for animals and business savvy were evident in every aspect of operation. And whereas Madonna has been recognized with numerous awards throughout her career, including the 100 Black Women of Funeral Service Women of the Year Award, received 3 times, Community Service Award from the Passaic NAACP, and many others honoring her leadership, service, and dedication to her profession and community. And whereas Madonna Renee Hines' life is shining example of perseverance, breaking barriers, creating opportunities for others, especially women who aspire to lead with purpose and strength in any field of they choose. Now, therefore, I, Hector C. Laura, Mayor of the City of Passaic, along with Passaic City Council and the residents of the City of Passaic, do hereby recognize Madonna during Women's History Month for her groundbreaking achievement, her commitment to service, and her role as a source of inspiration for all who seek to lead with integrity, compassion, and strength.
glad y'all clapping for me too, because my church has a 7 o'clock meeting on Zoom too. I had to bring my peanut gallery with me over here. all my cool girls over there. Um, Mayor, it just goes to show, I can put on my Facebook, you can take the girl out of Passaic, but you can't take the Passaic out of the girl. I'm still here. I love this town. I was born Donna Renee Hines in 1953, right here at Beth Israel Hospital, Passaic. And yes, he was no longer here. And I'm delighted and quite pleasantly surprised. I'm still a little relevant. How do you say it? Relevant since I retired. Since I retired, but I was just working on a body yesterday, guys. So I'm still here to help people. I've been a funeral director for 44 years, and I'm going to keep my license. I just paid $500 to renew my license in February, so I'm going to be it for quite a long time. I love my city of Passaic. It gave me so much in terms of education and friendship, and I'm pretty sure, Mayor, I was one of the ones to cross that racial barrier. I've been serving everybody and anybody since 1985. When I spoke at my church, this is the third honor I've gotten. And I was just awarded the Teacher of the Year at my school last week. So I'm feeling myself this month. But I gave my grandparents a lot of props when I spoke at my church the other day. But I can't forget my mother, who's been gone almost 40 years, Rev. She was a young woman, died at 48 years old, pancreatic cancer. But she taught me how to respect everybody, regardless of color and whatever. She taught me how to be an honest person, how to be a responsible person, how to be a dependable person. And I took that and I've carried that with me to this day. So it allowed me to serve any and everybody in an equal and honest and Christ-like way. I love the Lord, and it has a lot to do with not necessarily the way we was brought up, because you'll find out you need the Lord on your own. Rev, am I right? It ain't always got nothing to do with your parents, but I love the Lord, and I just want to say thank you, City of Passaic, and thank you, my friends and my family, and to God be the glory. And anytime you want to give me something else, I'll take it. I just let the doctor go. It was good to sleep. Thank you, St. Paul.
Okay, our next honoree, actually, I want to say she's probably the youngest honoree for tonight, but it's someone I actually met a long time ago. She's younger, so still, would say a young teenager in high school. So we are very proud to honor Dr. Tamika Quick tonight. Good things really come out of Passaic, I must say. You know, a lot of times when you go out of town, people are like, "Where you from?" Very proudly, Passaic. Passaic. I mean, you have great women. You see it tonight. You have an awesome mayor, great council, I mean, great school board. So a lot of good things come out of Passaic. And she is a product of Passaic. So honoring Dr. Alberta Tamika Quick for Women's History Month. Whereas Dr. Alberta Tamika Quick is a Black and Latina leader, educator, and an advocate who has dedicated her life to empowering young women to live authentically and lead with purpose. And whereas, with nearly 2 decades of experience in higher education, Dr. Quick has championed the success of young women of color, currently serving as an assistant secretary for Academy and Student Support Program at the New Jersey Office of Secretary of Higher Education. And whereas Dr. Quick is a proud first generation college graduate holding a BA in marketing and an MA in counseling and an ED in education leadership, reflecting her dedication to education and personal growth. And whereas Dr. Quick founded the Leading Young Women Network in 2020, a nonprofit organization focused on providing leadership, confidence building, self advocacy programs for young women. Her work helps young women discover their potential and take on leadership roles that drive positive change. And whereas in April 2024, Dr. Quick returned to Passaic High School as a community partner, launching the Diamonds and Gems Enrichment Pilot Program for high school girls. Due to the program's success, it has expanded in the current academic year, reaching even more young women and continuing to provide mentorship, guidance, and empowerment. This initiative is one of many ways Dr. Quick empowers young women to navigate their lives and education with confidence. And whereas Dr. Quick commitment to supporting young women does not stop at community engagement. She is now expanding her impact by seeking approval to open an all girls charter school in Passaic County for 2026-2027 academic year, further solidifying her dedication to creating long term opportunities for young women in the region. And whereas Dr. Quick is a dedicated member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Inc. Impact 100 in Emerge, New Jersey, among other organizations that align with her mission in advancing women's leadership and providing more opportunities for young women. And whereas a devoted mother, Dr. Quick's experience raising her daughter have fueled her vision to create space where young women can confidently embrace their authentic selves. Now, therefore, I, Hector C. Laura, Mayor of the City of Passaic, along with Passaic City Council and the residents of Passaic, recognize Dr. Alberta Tamika Quick for her unwavering commitment to uplifting, empowering young women, and for her continued contributions to leadership, education, and community progress.
To Mayor Laura, the council, and all of the city, thank you so much for this honor and this recognition. Um, of course, I did write something because I have to be formal and provide everything that I want to say. But the one thing I want to say while I was sitting with my mom, who, of course, many of you know is my greatest cheerleader, so I thank you for that. She has definitely instilled the perseverance that is rooted in me as a woman, as a Black and Latina woman. But as I was sitting here and people were walking in, I'm thinking to myself, Miss Dukes, Miss France, sitting in your kitchen when I was doing NAACP, Miss Hiller, you know, from the minute I entered into that high school, you poured into me, gave me my first job. There's countless others. Anya and I played softball together. Adelaide and I were in high school together. Vivian, you raised my kids. All right, this is what representation is about. This is what it means to come back to your community, to have one of my first friends when I moved here to Passaic at the age of 13 come and tell me, I don't see you every day, but I'll be there tonight, right? My lines will still be here. This is what it means to come back to your community despite where you might have gone, but you always come back. And that's what I'm constantly telling the girls that I'm working with on a regular basis. Um, Creating my organization was born to create spaces where young girls from underserved communities can grow, heal, and thrive. Here in Passaic, I've had the privilege of working alongside some remarkable young women witnessing their confidence blossom as they learn to use their voices, trust in their abilities, and step boldly into their future. This acknowledgement, as I say the same with my doctorate, is not just for me, but it's for every young girl here in Passaic or across this country who dares to dream bigger than their circumstances, who refuses to be determined by limitations, and who's ready to take her place as a leader in this world. To the city of Passaic, I thank you for pouring into me. I thank you for your unwavering support of my mission, and your recognition is what fuels the work that I do, reminding us that when we invest in our young women, we invest in a stronger and brighter future. Thank you.
You want one? Maritza, because she left her glasses, she has me reading all night. And now she wants to ask me if I want water. Yes, I want some water. Makes the dream work. Thank you. So it's right now what we're gonna do. I'm gonna sing for you guys right now. So let me stop. Okay, so it's our last one, but definitely not our least. Um, the next honoree is Claribel Cantana. Quintana. Quintana. A woman with an entrepreneurship spirit, hardworking, nonstop. She said that right before she was working. And she's always active. Every time we need her, Claribel is there. So tonight we're honoring Claribel Quintana during Women's History Month. Whereas Claribel Quintana was born and raised in Arecibo, Puerto Rico, to Luis Quintana and Eva Bello, and is the youngest of four siblings, Eva, Luis, and Carlos. And whereas in 1984, Claribel and her family moved to Passaic, New Jersey, settling on 3rd Street above the Pentecostal church where they became active members. And whereas Claribel is a devoted mother to her children, Jocelyn, Raul Arce, and has built a life rooted in family, community, and entrepreneurship. And whereas Claribel first worked as a jeweler before becoming a business owner, successfully running Clari's restaurant and later opening Doña Maria, both for which served the city of Passaic. And whereas in 2006, Claribel married her husband Rene Simon, and together they opened Club SQ on 3rd Street, where they have been dedicated business owners for over 8 years. And whereas Claribel has always demonstrated a heart for giving back to the community, supporting numerous local initiatives, including contributions to the United Puerto Rican Council, actively assisting in raising funds and collecting supplies for those affected by Hurricane Maria. And whereas Claribel has provided support to organizations such as Laja Civic Club, Passaic PBA, Passaic Fire Department, and Team Passaic, contributing to book bag drives, festivals, and other community events. And whereas Claribel exemplifies, exemplifies the spirit of generosity and community service, believing that blessings should be paid forward and that giving back is a responsibility. And whereas a proud and strong Puerto Rican female entrepreneur, yeah, right. Claribel has chosen to live, raise her children, and establish her business in Passaic, demonstrating unwavering dedication to the city that she loves. And whereas Claribel may not always be in the forefront, but she is a pillar of reliability and support to Passaic community, consistently offering her time, expertise to help others. Her tireless effort and willingness to lend a helping hand have positively impacted many, reflecting her deep commitment to uplifting those around her. Now, therefore, I, Hector C. Laura, Mayor of the City of Passaic, along with Passaic City Council and the residents of Passaic, do hereby recognize Claribel Quintana for her unwavering commitment, entrepreneurship spirit, and dedicated service to the City of Passaic. Her contributions and passion for her community service have made a lasting impact, and we celebrate her during Women's History Month.
She's like me, she doesn't want to talk.
Buenas noches a todos. Muchas gracias por este reconocimiento. Le doy las gracias a mi alcalde, Héctor Lora, y a mi comunidad por apreciar lo que hacemos. Soy de pocas palabras. Dile a ella que ella
She said we said everything about her and that she's a few words, but she's big action. She likes to work behind the scenes and be here for everyone. So thank you so much. Oh my God, I still can't see. Before we end today, on this celebration of women, we're going to acknowledge some of some of the dignitaries. I don't know why she does this to me. She knows I can't see. President of the Board of Education, Judith Sanchez. Housing Commissioner, Diane McNair. Fire Chief, Pentecost. Francine Weiss from the Senior Center here in Passaic. Board of Education Commissioner, Abril Perales. Board of Education Attorney, Jacob Brisman. Deputy Mayor of Veterans Affairs, Minnie E. Horston. The William Chapel AME Zion Church, Renee Griggs. Board of Education Commissioner and candidate for the County Commissioner, which used to be the Freeholders, Christine Schratt.
If there's anyone we missed, please. Oh. And Claudia Aguilar, our first female captain. Come so they can see it. We recognize the women, so. Okay, and before we close, we want to recognize the clerk staff for helping us with this because without them, Lisette Lopez from the media for always willing being there to help us. Also want to recognize Dr. Baral. See her back there. We also want to extend our gratitude to Tony.
Tony, if you can come up here for a minute.
Yes, please. This is, I know you were not warned about this. But for the past few years, she's also been very helpful. Little treats. She is the one to really, we have to thank for.
Just a little thank
Yes,
you.
little thank you.
She's always there to give us treats and water and drinks, so thank you.
Just close and I get over talking.
Because I can't see.
No, that's it. That's it. We're done.
Take this on the road.
I spoke from the heart before. I'll speak from the heart again now. Thank you, everyone, to these amazing women that were definitely honored today and deserve it all. To the pastor, I wanted to say I just met you maybe twice, and I was amazed by your work. I heard about you. I hear from you all the time about Dawn. You know, Dawn. I work with Dawn, and she told me so much about you. So I thought you definitely deserved it to help give you a push to let you know that we're here with you, and we're here with anybody else that needs help. Come see Tanya. She'll help you out. Thank you.
And before we conclude, let's give a round of applause to all the women. Thank you.
At this time, we'll have remarks from the council, please. Councilman Love?
Yes, thank you, Council President. This is very hard. I mean, we have 4 deserving individuals, and I would love to speak to each one of them individually, but unfortunately, my colleagues will pull my coattail. But just from some of the poems and the things that was read, I picked out some adjectives that was used: trailblazers, champions, fighters, hard workers, praisers, honorable. And each one of these bios speak to those adjectives. Dr. Quick talked about all of those pioneers who she grew up watching. And it's not by chance that Dr. Quick, Miss Quintana, I have to remember all the names, I'm getting old. I'm sorry. Who else? Oh, Madonna, of course. It's not by chance that they started being who they are. I know many of them, or all of them personally, and they're all very humble. They're all under the radar. Well, Madonna is a little more flamboyant than those, but when it comes to work and service, when all jokes aside, she is just as humble as the rest of them. And that's what warms my heart. We can't do what we do here and lead the city without people like you leading the city. All right, we're elected. You guys are chosen to do what you do. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for continuing to be on the front line, because it's easy. Madonna, and I'll speak to Madonna, I'll speak to Ms. Quintana, been doing it a very, very long time. Dr. Quick has too. She's young, but she's been on the front line a lot of time in Passaic County, not just Passaic, and throughout the state. So I'm going to close by saying whatever I can do, and I'm not elected to speak for the council, and the council president will, whatever I can do personally to continue this, to help you continue your quest and your journey, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Mello, please.
All right, so tonight's honoring, honestly, I wish I could honor every woman, but those honorings, honestly, they're from the heart, because these are women that are active, resilient women, they give it all to our community and ask for nothing in return. So that speaks a lot on their character. And I'm sure that speaks also on a lot of women present here tonight, because as women, we are resilient. Women, I mean, you give us a city and we'll turn it into a country. Yes, we will. I mean, we talk a lot, but that's because we are nurturers. And because we're nurturers, we have to express how we feel. So tonight, this was an awesome event. So I am glad to see so many women and thankful to those men that came out to support.
Yes.
And again, congratulations, and women, celebrate your month because this is your month. And enjoy. God bless.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Love?
Yes, I'm sorry. I just, I could not let this moment pass without mentioning a trailblazer who wasn't mentioned, who's in the room, and that's Miss Mamie Lipscomb. We talk about a champion. I just wanted to make sure she was shouted out. Please stand up, Miss Lipscomb, so those of us who don't know you can see who you are.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Schwartz, please.
As Councilman Mello just said, we really should be honoring all of you. Congratulations to the ones that we honored. Congratulations to the one which will be honored in the future. Thank you very much, Mayor, for putting this very, very important event together. Thank you for all of you for coming out this evening and for everyone else which pitched in to make this happen.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Garcia, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Would like to honor all the honorees have been honored tonight. We all know that women's play a big role in our lives, and we're going to continue supporting those beautiful ladies. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Colon Montañez.
Yes, I'm back. I thought I finished. No. No, when I think of women, I think of women worth, right? We're all worth more than what we think we're worth, right? And the reason that I feel that all women become successful in what they do is because they love what they do. So keep doing what you're doing. Thank you.
On behalf of the entire council, it is our honor and privilege to acknowledge each and every one of you here tonight and the many people who couldn't be here tonight. It's a celebration of what has been accomplished, and more importantly, a celebration of that which needs to be accomplished. We have been so successful under Mayor Laura's leadership. Buildings are being redone and populating all over the city. We're receiving awards, we're receiving funds from other groups and governments to support the efforts that are being made. But none of those buildings, not one of them, not all of them, matches the importance, the grace that you all provide to make this city what it is today. And I'm privileged to join my colleagues in acknowledging you now, and not only for this month, but with God's help for 12 months a year. At this time, it is my extraordinary privilege to ask the mayor for his remarks.
Thank you. First, if I may, I'm going to ask for a round of applause for the amazing program and hard work to Councilwoman Tanya Mello and Councilwoman Maritza Colon Montañez, the exceptional women who lead.
Oh, thank you. I just carried the flowers. Mellow. Thank you, Mellow.
For letting me talk the whole time.
And the same to our city clerk, Weatherly Frias,
Yes.
Arelis,
And her staff, yes.
and the clerk office, including Areli and everyone that was working so hard. I saw them this afternoon decorating and setting everything up, and everyone who works so hard on the program. They work every single day to ensure that not only women are represented, but that the city of Passaic in general receives the highest quality of services. To all of the honorees, beginning with Pastor Pierce, Your words regarding your priority and your focus on community touched me, and it was a sobering and important perspective for all of us that the accolades are wonderful, the recognitions are amazing, the titles are incredible, but to use those opportunities not only to better yourself, and we thank you for sharing that part of your life. And to be so vulnerable, so humble makes you brave and strong and powerful, and to use those platforms that you have access to now to help others, it means the world. You are a bright shining light in our city of Passaic, and we are excited to have been able to bring you over from Patterson and bring you here to keep you here. Now we got to keep you here. Now we just got to keep you here. Dr. Tamika Quake, obviously your work in education, your commitment, your amazing family speaks volumes. But I want to share something that perhaps I'm not sure if it was read. For the last 3 years, correct me if I'm wrong, you have been putting forth an initiative to help young ladies receive prom dresses. We have seen it online. She started it 3 years ago, bringing hundreds of dresses to young women who can't afford to buy dresses, and it has made such an impact. You have gotten so far because of education, God's grace, and the love of your family, but now your commitment to continue that forward, to provide opportunities for young ladies through a school says so much. It's incredible to reach the heights of leadership, but to want to replicate that, to instill those same values, principles, and give opportunities to others mean everything. So thank you for being an incredible leader in our city, our state, and our nation. To Miss Madonna, I think the words you said in terms of being shocked was, you can't believe you're still relevant. You will always be relevant, not just in our city, but everywhere you go. You are an incredible, as stated, trailblazer. You have served communities when they have been at their most vulnerable, when they have lost loved ones. You have supported so many others in their endeavors to give back to the community. You have used your success and the grace that God has given you in order to bless others through these programs to provide scholarships. I have said it before, and I'll again reiterate, to give back to others is the greatest testament of gratitude in regards to all that we receive and the greatest way that we can honor God. And I just thank you for your spirit, for your heart, for your love, and every bit of you that draws attention, because you take that attention and use it to help others, and you have uplifted so many. God bless you, and thank you for your leadership. To Claribel, who has chosen to stay here in the city of Passaic, live here in the city of Passaic, invest in the city of Passaic, and open up businesses along with your amazing family. Your heart really shines through behind the scenes. It's often the case that you don't want to be in the front. You don't like the mic. You don't want to be recognized. Maritza knows that she is a councilwoman at Colón Montañez, as well as Councilwoman Mello, know your heart because they're personal friends. You have been there for us, all of us as leaders and everyone in the community. I have never heard a story of someone who has come to you in genuine need of help where you haven't extended yourself to them, and you're so adamant that you don't want to be recognized. Quiero coger esta oportunidad, reconocer tu labor, tu trabajo, Claribel, como líder con tu familia, el esfuerzo, todos los sacrificios que tú has hecho para llegar donde tú estás, y comprometida a la comunidad, siempre ayudando a las personas más vulnerables en nuestra comunidad, esas personas que vienen donde ti y piden si tú puedes colaborar o ayudar. Tú tienes un corazón tan grande, una luz tan brillante, y muchas veces tú no quieres reconocimiento. Tú dices, no me nombran, no me honran, porque tú lo haces de un lugar tan sincero, tan genuino, de la profundidad de tu corazón, y creo que tu vida ha sido algo que verdaderamente ha honrado a Dios y ha bendecido nuestra ciudad, y recién abriste tu nuevo negocio, un restaurante ahí en la Monroe, asegurando que nadie se olvida de la comida puertorriqueña aquí en Passaic. I shared in Spanish that she recently opened up another business in Passaic, a brand new restaurant, because in her words, she doesn't want anyone to forget how delicious Puerto Rican food is. And in general, she says she'll have an eclectic menu, but we have to go and try it. But again, I want to thank you because your life is a remarkable example of leadership, the sacrifices, the adversities that you have faced as you continue to persevere and rise. And I think that your life truly honors God and blesses us as a community. To all of the incredible and wonderful women that have been recognized, obviously our Deputy Mayor, Minnie Austin, I got it right this time, Francine Wise, a leader of our seniors, our president of the Board of Education, Judith Sanchez, our state Democratic delegate, commissioner, future commissioner in the county, Christina Stratz, and current Board of Education, obviously Commissioner Abril Morales, who owns 2 Chihuahua restaurants in the city and also opened up a new one in New Jersey. Women doing it very big. And to our very first ever captain of the police department, who is a woman, Captain Claudia Geary Cruz. Thank you so very much for all the work. Again, to everyone who is present, everyone who works so very hard, I couldn't possibly articulate it any better than our council president or all of the council members. I think Councilwoman Mello said it best, and I've heard it shared before, so I'll conclude with it, that women multiply. You are multipliers. What you receive, you somehow make grow. You receive a house and you make it a home. You receive funding and you create miracles with a financial plan that feeds children, rises up the community, and does so much. And I just want to thank you as mayor, because our city is greater because we have such phenomenal, incredible, and wonderful women leading and serving in every area and every aspect of our community. God bless you and thank you so very much.
Also would like to take the opportunity to mention Miss Kim Contrell from Bella Chanel. Thank you for coming out tonight.
Oh, let's see.
She's also doing great things with the youth of Passaic, helping the young ladies, empowering them. That is something that we need in today's society. So thank you for your contribution.
Mayor, would it be inopportune of the council to ask if you could give your update?
Give the update? All right. That means it has to be brief because I spoke already. So I'm going to try to give a brief update. Just very quickly, today we had a water main break on 8th Street. We had the Passaic Valley Water Commission working on it. Unfortunately, they were able to restore water and resolve the issue. We want to thank them very much. I want to acknowledge some of the programs that we had. I know I mentioned her, but our coordinator over our senior services, our senior citizens, Francine Wise. We recently had our Black History Month celebration. It was a phenomenal celebration with a musical selection from Mr. Ron Foster and Alex Dixon and Al Dixon, and so many others. The seniors put on a play, council president and council members. It was very interesting and it was wonderful. And we had amazing musical selections by the Silver Senior Choir. They will be going on the road. Tickets will be on sale. You can find them performing at the Prudential and NJ Pack sometime, hopefully in the future. We also had an amazing and remarkable gala that we attended. Kudos, we commend Councilman Dr. Terrence Love for the African American Celebration Gala, honoring remarkable leaders and giving out scholarships to young people, along with his co-chair, Mrs. Hill, and all of the members of the board. Congratulations on that. Thank you very much. Here, led by Councilwoman Councilwoman Tanya Mello and Board President Judith Sanchez. We had the Dominican Independence Day celebration in the council chamber, where different leaders of Dominican background were honored, including radio personalities and business leaders, as well as community leaders. We also want to announce the Third Ward Memorial Park. I know I promised this a couple years ago. It's going to be a little tough. We have contingency plans. The rubberized walking and running track will begin this spring. So work will begin. The baseball field will be closed off for this summer, but we have alternative plans. We're going to utilize the baseball field at the stadium, at obviously number 11 school, or by Craig Ironhead Haywood Field, by Aspen Place, by Pulaski Park for some of the little leagues, as well by Benson. But we will have now a rubberized walking and running field where no one has to worry about walking and running with cars coming around them in 3rd Ward and number 11 school, and as well as Pulaski Park. So we're very excited. We continue. amazing. That starts right now. I would go into the parking deck, but everyone sees it. It's moving along very quickly. We might get it done by the summer. The expected date is October, but hopefully, because we had good weather, it might be open a lot sooner. So we're very excited about over 300 public spaces made available for the community. So we're very excited about that. We continue our initiative of striping and painting parking spaces. We're presently doing it on Hope Avenue. This maximizes the space and creates more parking spaces. Sometimes, just to make it very clear, you'll see one car parked and then 5 feet away another car parked, and you're going, if they just moved up a little bit, a third car can fit in there. So one of the initiatives that we're moving forward is painting parking spaces. We've done it on Hudson, on Myrtle Ave, on Lexington, and on different areas around the city. So we're going to continue that initiative. After that, we're going to do 3rd Street, 4th Street. We'll continue sharing. We've created just in the past 4 years over 700 new parking spaces with the parking lots, the open space or grass areas, which we converted into parking lots with this parking deck and with these initiatives. So we're continuing to be excited about that. The stadium, Boverini Stadium, you can look at it, and they've already started working on it. The new turf is on. Hopefully, it'll be done in the next 2 months. It's a brand new turf, and all of the renovations is going to make it even more conducive for additional activities, inviting other cities to come and enjoy recreation here for our students. So we're extremely excited about that. Route 21, ladies and gentlemen, through Mark Watkins, our superintendent of DPW, sitting alongside our retired fire department firefighter and former president of the NAACP, Sean Allen. I just threw him in there so we can give him a round of applause. We forgot to acknowledge him. Did we acknowledge our fire chief, Patrick Chernikos?
Yes.
Well, we acknowledge him again because he came in full uniform. Thank you. Mark Watkins, the reason why I want to share this is there's been some snow, and there's been some issues of litter down the highway. That's not our property. That's state property. It's within the jurisdiction of Passaic, but we're not allowed to go on there and clean it. We have repeatedly called the state. We have taken it to the next level. We have sent them a communication today and said, we will clean it if you don't, but we will send you the bill. We are hoping that we can reach out to an assemblyman that has an uncanny resemblance to our council president. Serves in the 36th legislature. If you ever saw them together, they look like twins. It's just, there's a Superman Clark Kent thing. I've never seen them both together, but anyway, we're going to reach out to let him know to call the state. He's always excellent at following up at this or on these issues. But no, I wanted to clarify because obviously we all are working so hard. You've seen the additional containers, the red and blue trash bins that we put up around the city. We're giving out brand new recycling bins. We've been working so hard. We even changed the hours of our DMC, Downtown Merchant Corporation, to clean up Broadway, Main Ave, Lexington. We want to keep our city clean. Some things are out of our control. We've been able to drastically reduce the dumping through additional new cameras that we got through grants, which have LPRs, license plate readers, so they can see a car, they identify it, and we've been sending out tickets through the police to keep our city clean. But now we must be adamant, vigilant, and have no rest in make sure that we provide all of our residents with a clean, safe, and welcoming community to all. Also, I want to share, I'm dovetailing that I met today with our judge, our chief judge of the municipal government. As many of you know, there are 3 branches of government that are recognized: the legislative, the executive, and then the judiciary, which is our court judges. We met with Judge Bautista today, and I presented an idea that I've been pushing, and I'm going to conclude with this. The PCAP program. It's a program that I came up with, the Passaic Community Accountability Program, where I'm asking the judge that when individuals are caught graffitiing, littering, and our police identify them that they are sentenced, or not sentenced, but told they have to do community service, we're going to have them clean up not only the mess. If you graffiti a wall, you need to paint that whole wall. If you litter, then you're going to be out there cleaning our streets. He's already assured me that he is on board with that. Again, we want to be pragmatic and responsible with it, but it is important so we can keep our city clean. Council President, it is a long report, but considering it's been an amazing and wonderful program, I'm going to conclude there. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Mayor, thank you again for your comments to Councilwoman Mello and Councilwoman Colon Montañez. We do thank you again and again for your efforts today. We'll be taking a brief break for approximately 10 minutes. At this time, we'll take a break.
Council is in session. Thank you, everyone. The council is in session.
Ladies and gentlemen, the council needs to reconvene at this time. Please either exit or join with us at our meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, we would love to have you stay with us this evening. If you can't, we understand. Can you please take your conversations outside council chambers at this time? Is there a motion, please, to reconvene?
Move.
Motion and second. Roll call, please.
Councilman Love,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilman Colon Montañez,
Yes.
and Council President Scher.
Yes, thank you. We are on our agenda. Item Roman numeral 6, minutes of the December 17, 2024 meeting and January 7, 2025 City Council meeting. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes as presented by the clerk? Seeing no lights at this time, is there a motion, please, to accept the minutes as presented?
Move it.
Motion
Second.
and second. Roll call, please.
Councilman Love,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilman Colon Montañez,
Yes.
and Council President Scher.
Yes, the motion passes. We are up to hearing of citizens, Roman numeral 7 on our agenda. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-1 et sec, the council opens every public meeting for comments of the public. However, in accordance with NJSA 10:4-12, nothing in this act shall be construed to limit the discretion of a public body to permit, prohibit, or regulate the active participation at any meeting. Therefore, please be advised that the council will not entertain any comments from persons who communicate obscene material, make statements which are considered bias intimidation, in which a person intends to intimidate any individual or group because of race, color, religion, gender, handicap, sexual orientation, or ethnicity, or makes comments intending to harass or speak any offensive language. The person who makes these statements will relinquish their allotted 5 minutes for public discussion. Is there anyone who would like to address the council at this time? Yes, ma'am.
It's 5 minutes, right?
5
I'll
minutes.
probably
Yes,
do
ma'am.
3. Okay. First of all, great job to all of you of acknowledging all these women. So congratulations for those that are still around, but I think they left. But a few months ago, I addressed some issues that I had with some homeless people back in September. And I just want to address, I already filed a police report back on January 1st in my backyard where somebody was just hanging out when I got home. And I said, "Oh, do you live here?" And the person said, "No, I'm waiting for somebody." And clearly, when I looked, all the apartments, the lights were off. And a few minutes later, another neighbor got home. We parked our cars together, and the person disappeared. I'm not asking for anything. I just want it noted on record of just strange people hanging out, because a few years ago, some of you may remember, in my backyard, we were having issues where people were having used condoms and drug syringes in the backyard. So we just want to make sure that people in the backyard, it doesn't look like a hangout place for people to hang out that don't live there. So that's all. I'm not asking for anything. I just want it noted legally.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your comments.
My name is Susan White.
I'm sorry?
No, they know. Thank you. Okay, that's it.
We will make sure the chief of police is aware of this. Certainly, all of us need to be vigilant. We can't have police on every corner, but we all deserve to live in quiet and lovely neighborhoods.
Right. And the only reason I brought this up is because there's elderly people that live in my building, and they check up on each other late at night. And I just want, safety and security, just not only in our area, but throughout the city of Passaic. And I do want to acknowledge the great job that the police department is doing. So I just want it noted here. And again, congratulations on a wonderful job with today's Women's History event. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
2 minutes. Thank you.
Good evening, Council, Mayor. I just want to say congratulations on the beautiful program. And on a side note, we have been inspired by your program in the Board of Ed, and we are going to start this month celebrating the Women's History Month. So I cordially invite you, for it will be nice to see some of you there. And the program was beautiful. And listening to the bios of these women is truly amazing because these are the leaders that are inspiring the youth and all the women in Passaic. So again, congratulations on the beautiful program, and I look forward to seeing you on March 24 on our celebration. It's going to be at Dr. Ellen Ochoa, at school number 22. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Council President,
Mr. Mayor.
if I may, Judith Sanchez serves as the head of our human services, and she recently had a meeting in regards to some of the statements that were made by Ms. Susan Weiss with an organization that she'll be working closely with to address some of the greatest concerns of our homeless population, providing wraparound services such as mental health assistance, as well as actually trying to get homeless people off the street and into apartments. She'll also be partnering with St. Mary's General Hospital. I believe, Council President, you're very familiar. You served on the board and were instrumental in saving the hospital. And I just wanted to share that because there were some concerns. We've seen a drastic reduction of homeless on the actual street through the efforts of our Dignity House and working with other agencies to try to keep them off. We understand that as the season now changes, there may be an increase of individuals who are no longer in our Dignity House, as it's a resource center and not a homeless shelter, a resource center for extreme weather conditions where we look to save lives from extenuating circumstances or extreme weather conditions. But this brand new program, and I just want to ask to the Council President that Mrs. Sanchez with Human Services, if she would have something to present to the Council regarding these programs, because I think they're extremely important for people to know about them.
Sure. Okay. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sanchez.
Thank you.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Ron Guy, 24 State Street. Mayor, Council. Beautiful program tonight, awesome. Congratulations again to all of the honorees tonight. I have one concern. The parking lot that's being built over here, we do have a sign up. There is a sign up that says road closed. But I live right there, so I'm looking out the window every day. The cars are still coming that way, like as if they was getting ready to go on 21. Is there any way that there could be another sign put up there that says one way with an arrow going that direction? Because every day, throughout the whole day, even in evenings and at night, cars is coming that way. Heaven forbid, God forbid if there's a head-on collision, but it's very, very dangerous. Please, could somebody please put a sign up there that says, and it is there that says road closed, but they just see that's road closed. They don't see it as it's a one way with that road being closed, and it really is dangerous. So please, somebody address that, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your comment, ma'am. Councilman Love.
Yes, Auntie Di, I want to thank you for bringing that to our attention. It's something I see as well. Even when the road wasn't closed, you see people making that left onto that one side of the street where the bakery is often. So it does raise a point of, can we have some signs even when it opens back up that clearly indicates it's Uber drivers, people who are new, frequent the city, because it just tells them to make a left, and the lanes are so huge sometimes they do, and it's even more now because of the construction, as Ms. Dye pointed out. Thank you.
And I'm aware of it, it's just the next block.
Yeah.
To make that left-hand turn.
Absolutely.
I need to put something up there too, like a detour sign or something, because that road is closed, because, which is what best, there's 340, 310 parking spaces that's gonna be there, which is great, because throughout the city, we all know that's the issue, not having nowhere to park. So that's a great thing, and we have a great city. We wouldn't sound like that. So thank you so much for y'all listening to that concern.
Sure, Councilman, in regards to your request, yes. Mark, if we can put a do not enter sign on the other side of State Street where it is open. I just want to clarify that when the parking deck is done, that side of the road will open up again. So it's only temporarily closed, but it was actually raised today in one of our meetings where the suggestion was to put blinking lights on the side that's closed, because at nighttime when they're not working, some people don't know. So so we're going to put the blinking lights to ensure that people know you can't go in, sort of a barrier with blinking lights, but also mark and maybe explore whether or not we can paint something right in the front that says, do not enter, a no left turn, maybe a no left turn on Passaic Street, and a do not enter sign, the big red ones, to make sure that no one makes the turn into oncoming traffic off of State Street. If we can just, Rick, if we can connect them with traffic as well as the engineer to see how we can most pragmatically approach this concern.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Good evening, Renee Griggs, 23 Ashland Place, Apartment 6C. First, I want to say kudos on tonight's program. I basically came out because Reverend Pierce was getting honored. Our first introduction was not a good one because she said to me she would like to meet with me. And I said the other 6 dudes that had your seat, I met with, and we didn't bear good fruit. She said, give me a chance. I'm a woman, the first woman, and we have been doing great things in the community. For Dr. Tamika Quick, my granddaughter Ashley was a recipient of one of her gowns, so I was pleased with that. And of course, Madonna, who has shepherded us and cried with us and hugged us when we were burying our loved ones. And to the people from SQs, I don't know his wife as well, but whenever I've been in their establishment, they've been nothing but kind and courteous. So kudos on those selections. And I want to say something to the council president here. A couple of years ago, you complained about, because I haven't been here, because I have an issue with my leg. I had an operation this past summer, but I'm better. I thought it was something else, and they just say, Miss Renee, you're getting a little older. They think arthritis is setting in. But you mentioned something about the Christmas tree decorations, and you encouraged us to buy some new ones. And every year they are looking prettier and prettier throughout the city. So I want to say
It's his
kudos.
fault, by the way, not mine.
I don't know, you brought it up. And when I'm traveling through these different cities with public housing and everything, because Miss Renee's still not ranked #1 in the state of resident leadership, I was like, ugh, I see now. So I want to say that because I had not been here after Christmas season. And I remember many years ago you bringing that up. So I want to just say to the city of Passaic, because I'm in a different town every month for different things, and our city was looking mighty good. I was told some of them when I spoke before their councils and stuff, y'all should come to Passaic and see how we do decoration. One year Patterson didn't even have decorations on. And I was like,
They should come to Passaic to see how we do life.
yeah, that's what I say, Council President. So I just want to mention that tonight, that we might not always agree, and I might not always agree with everything, but I do when I'm given the platform and the opportunity. They say there's a poor duck that don't praise his own pond, and I always praise my pond where I go.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Is there anyone else who would like to address the council?
Yes, Joe Conoscenti. Council President, my first question, will the mayor, city administration, and the city council assess ICE with all alleged illegal immigrants residing with COP in 2025? Next question is,
Mr. Consent, can you explain? I didn't quite understand.
the question is the illegal migrants that resides in the city of Passaic.
And what is your question? What is the city's?
Yeah, assist the ISIS.
Oh, well, we work with ISIS. Is that right, Joe?
Next question is listing of all NGOs working with the city of Passaic, COP in 2024 and 2025.
So NGO stands for?
It stands for Independent Nonprofit Organizations.
And your question is, please, I'm sorry?
Are you going to go with each one? Wasting the minutes?
No, we're not wasting your minutes. I promise you, with the clarification, we'll give you more time. But I can't respond on behalf of my colleagues without knowing what it is exactly that you're
I'm
asking.
asking the question about the NGOs.
So the question is, what is the NGO's
Yeah,
involvement
independent
with?
government,
Okay.
profit organizations that operates outside of the government control. They are often supported by volunteers and can be located in or international in scopes.
Okay.
Got it? My next question is, who is funding all NGOs?
Who is funding NGOs?
Yeah. My next question would be, are all COP NGOs being funded through, you said,
Again, please?
you said. You don't know what it means.
I'm sorry. Are all
U.S. agencies of international development, as you said. List of fundings. My next question would be, are the NGOs being funded through a government grant, federal, state, or county? Listing of all current NGOs by name, title, annual salary, working with the city of Passaic, COP. These are my, there's some more questions.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your questions. Are you gonna
Tonight's
begin?
agenda,
I have more questions. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry.
tonight's agenda item number 17. My question to this is, you're adding more money to this parking garage, which I understand that this parking garage had issues. Is the builders are being responsible for that? Instead of the city putting more money out? Because at the last meeting, you had a closed session about the issue. That's one of my questions. My next question would be, windows for the West Side Firehouse. If you go by there, they need more than just windows. They need roofs, the sides of the, what do you call it? The facing on the building, it's got all water damage. And they need to reface the whole building. I figured to let you know before they put windows in. My last one, item 15, Bragg's Park. Why do they need a concession stand there? That's supposed to be named after Mr. Conning Bragg's Memorial Park. So why are you gonna change the look and make it a congested area with a concession stand? Doesn't make any sense at all. These are my questions tonight.
Okay.
It's just
Your first question, if I am reading correctly, will the administration, that is the city, access ICE? Is that it?
Yeah.
And when you say access, what does that mean? I'm sorry.
Assist.
Assist ICE.
Yeah.
We're a municipal government.
And?
ICE is a federal agency.
Right.
Have
they been here?
I don't know. Have they?
As far as I know, they have been, yes.
Okay, so I'm frankly unaware of that. I'm not given any statistics on that. Do we have any statistics on ICE, Mr. Fernandez and Mr. Mayor?
Council President, ICE has done operations in the city, in the county, and the state for the past 10 years since I've been around. They have strategic operations coordinated as they target individuals. They cooperate with our police department informing, the same as the county and the state law enforcement does in order to avoid any conflicts. In terms of the operations, you are correct. They are a federal agency and they operate autonomous and independent of us, but they do inform us if there will be any work. In terms of the official stance of the city, I am very confident in stating that anytime there are any operations within the city, especially targeting violent individuals, we cooperate fully with our county sheriffs, with our troopers, with our state law enforcement, with federal agents. The FBI has come. Individuals have come in regards to weapons being taken from one state to another. We cooperate fully when it comes to the public safety of our city in regards to any operation targeting violent criminals.
Good, thank you, ma'am. That answers your question, Mr. Condescente?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have the answer. I told you the answer. They've been
The
here.
second question was the relationship of the city to non-governmental organizations. Are you including within that the American Red Cross, the Girls and Boys Club?
I'm talking about City of Passaic.
Well, I'm talking about the city of Passaic. Are you talking about those organizations and others?
Yeah. Different organizations,
And
yeah.
you want to know what our involvement is with the Red Cross and with tuberculosis and those non-governmental organizations? Or are you talking about, does the city have active relationships with Hamas or the Ku Klux Klan? Is that what you're asking?
No.
What are you asking?
I'm asking names and titles, annual salaries.
To my knowledge,
The ones that's working,
local
you say.
non-governmental organizations do not post or are not required by municipalities to provide that information.
All right, simple.
Good. We agree. Okay. Who is funding NGOs in Passaic? Well, if you're talking about the Red Cross, I would hope good people. I don't know who else we're talking about. And it wouldn't be information which the city would receive under any extent. Anything like that would be reported to the Secretary of State of the state of New Jersey. Although to my knowledge, none of those groups, if there are any of those groups, would report per se. But if you can give us some more critical information, that would be helpful. Is the city of Passaic actively participating with any not governmental organizations? If you're talking about the mental health, if you're talking about WIC, if you're talking about those kinds of organizations, I hope we are working.
Habitat for Humanity.
Habitat for Humanity.
Yes, we are with them.
Yeah, I would hope we try to make those stronger. Your sixth question was on aid. Does the city give any money to these NGOs? If the city has any money to give away, I would hope it would look to its taxpayers first. City doesn't give money to NGOs, at least this city doesn't. No city that my awareness is would bring me to that. Are NGOs funded by federal, state, or municipal sources? It would be absurd of me or my colleagues or even the mayor to report to you information which is not germane to the city. If you're interested in the federal, I believe you can contact senators or your congressman for this area, as well as others, but on the county level, but certainly not the city. Are all NGOs working in Passaic? Well, if they're collecting money for worthy causes or to provide services that otherwise wouldn't be provided, I would hope so. Okay, that's something I can deal with well. Windows at the fire station. Mr. Fernandez.
Yeah, so we did a capital plan and we've been fixing our public facilities. And I think recently we did a bid to go fix the west side windows and some other stuff, but it's periodic and we continue to upgrade our facilities whenever possible.
But it's continually done so that things don't fall apart.
Yeah, well, we try not to let them completely fall apart. Fix them before that happens.
Some of these buildings are quite old, as we all know.
Correct.
Your last question is of particular interest to me, and that is Connie Bragg Park, in terms of why we can't restore it back to what it was like. And on my behalf, not my colleagues, certainly not the mayor, my response to that is I'm not so sure that I want to bring things back they were 20 or 40 years ago. I think we have a different population, different people live here, their interests have changed. I think there's tremendous need for parks throughout this city, and this administration has certainly proven that to be the case as exceptional things. To have a park with monuments in it is a very lovely ideal, but when you have kids who want to play baseball, soccer, football, hang out with their friends. These parks provide vital services. Mr. Constantine, you know that. But if you'd like,
spinning the issue.
but if you, oh, please. But if
Yeah,
you'd like,
spinning.
I could suggest to
Legal
you
spin.
that instead of a parking garage, we could have a horse and buggy garage. Because we
even
want to
said
go
that.
back to those 50 years ago. We're moving forward
Nothing
with
to
this
do with
city.
my question.
Mr. Condescenti,
Just legal
you
spin.
had your 5 minutes.
Legal spin,
Mr.
like
Condesenti.
you always do.
No one has accused me of spin in
Yeah,
at least
legal
5
spin.
minutes. But it's a pleasure to see you again. We look forward to your presence in the future. Anyone else like to, yes, like a bad penny. Anyone else like to address the council?
Seeing no hands, I move to close the public portion. Sorry.
Councilman Love?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello?
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilwoman Colon Montañez?
Yes.
And Council President Sher.
Yes, thank you. We're up to Roman numeral 8 on our agenda, communications, items 1 through 11. Are there any questions, please, on items 1 through 11? Seeing no lights at this time, is there a motion, please, to accept 1 through 11?
Move.
Motion
Second.
and second. Roll call, please.
Councilman Love?
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello?
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz?
Yes.
Councilman Garcia?
Yes.
Councilwoman Colon Montañez?
Yes.
And Council President Sher.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Fernandez, forgive me, municipal court. Could you share with us where we are in terms of the court finances?
Trying to go paperless, so it gets a little. All right. So we've actually had a very good month.
Yeah.
This month, our total brought in was $480,473.48. In comparison, last January of 2024 was only $261,235.29. The mayor and I, like the mayor discussed, had a meeting with the judge. We went over kind of with the new judges and how the courts are going, and it's been going in a positive light. And these numbers are showcase kind of slowly but surely how the court has been coming back up from with positive responses, right, Mayor, from the community. Obviously, nobody wants to pay for a ticket, but the way they're being treated, Mayor, I don't want to take.
No, but if you could share a little bit about how the backlogs have changed, how we've been able to get through cases with the new judges that were appointed recently, and it's made a big difference.
Excellent. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we've almost tripled in some cases the amount of cases we've gotten through in a month.
Thank you. On item 12, please. Are there any questions? Seeing none, is there a motion, please, to accept item 12? Need a motion, please?
Oh, second.
Motion and second. Roll call, please. Roll
I'm
call,
sorry, I
please.
didn't catch the motion.
Motion to accept item number 12.
Oh, nice. I
Accept.
move. Some second.
Second.
Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Love,
Abstention.
Councilwoman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Colon Montañez,
Abstain.
and Council President Sher.
Yes, thank you. We're up to resolutions. Number 13 is a resolution authorizing closed executive session. Susie, do we need closed executive? Thank you. Mr. Fernandez?
No, Council President.
Mayor, sir?
And at this time.
Members of the council? Okay, if we can go into 14 through 23. 14 through 23, including the infamous Connie Park Memorial Park.
Move it.
There's a
Second.
motion, there's a second to accept item 13. 13?
14,
14 through
23.
23. We have a motion, we have a second.
Councilman Love,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilman Colon Montañez,
Yes.
and Council President Sher.
Yes, thank you. Roman numeral 10, please. Ordinances for introduction and first reading. Number 24. An ordinance amending Chapter 317 zoning, Article 4 Schedule of Regulation, Sections 317 to 11. Adoption of schedule of the City of Passaic Code to permit townhouse units in R-1 and R-2 zoning districts. Is there a motion, please, to accept for sit down for second and final reading at our meeting of March 18?
So move it, Council President.
Second.
Second.
Motion and second. Roll call, please.
Councilman Love,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia,
Yes.
Councilman Colon Montañez,
Yes.
and Council President Sher.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Fernandez, this is a new venture. It is a potentially exciting venture. I would call upon you to be in touch with members of the council before our next meeting so that any questions that they have hopefully can be answered.
Yes.
We're up to payment of bills. Roman numeral 11 on our agenda. Is there a motion, please, to accept the bills? Are there any questions on the bills? Excuse me. Seeing no questions, is there a motion, please, to accept?
Move it.
Second.
Motion and second. Roll call.
Councilman Love,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Colon Montañez.
Yes.
And Council President Sher.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Administrators report, Roman numeral 12, Mr. Fernandez.
None at this time, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Mayor?
Council President, I'm going to take this opportunity as our chief of the fire department is here, Chief Patrick Chernikos. They're doing an innovative and remarkable training. He's here along with Deputy Chief Bob Munir. It's a water training utilizing the Boys and Girls Club. It's a water training to help prepare our firefighters in flood situations to do rescues. We've been able to utilize the pool to do this very unique training, but we've gotten a lot of positive feedback about it. And again, it will further equip our firefighters in instances of floods. We know that we have had certain issues in the city, as the state of New Jersey has had with loss of life because of these extreme storms. So again, this will greatly prepare our firefighters, and I just want to thank his leadership in this area. Thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you, Mayor. As always is right. Are there any other items which need to be attended to this evening? Seeing no lights at this time, is there a motion, please, to adjourn?
So move it.
Second.
Motion and second to adjourn. Roll call to adjourn, please.
Councilman Love,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mello,
Yes.
Councilman Schwartz,
Yes.
Councilman Garcia.
Yes.
Councilman Colon Montañez.
Yes.
And Council President Sher.
Yes, thank you. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.